What's up, movie crew? It's that time of the month when I tell you everything I watched the previous month. Now, before I get started, if you were new to this channel, my name is Luke, this is Let's Watch a Movie, and if you're into anything cinema and physical media related, you've come to the right place, so hit that subscribe button. Alright, before I show off the things in my physical media collection that I watched, I did manage to see a couple movies in theaters. First, after years of anticipation, I finally got to see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and it exceeded my expectations. At the beginning of the year, I mentioned the 5 movies I am most excited to see in 2023, and that was number 1. And it exceeded what I was hoping for. Unfortunately, the week after that, I saw Transformers Rise of the Beasts, which was okay. And then I saw the overhyped movie, The Flash, which at the time of me recording this, it is already getting pulled from theaters and has an HBO Max release date. Nice job, Warner Brothers! Anyway, time to show off everything I watched during the month of June. First things first, Star Trek Prodigy Season 1, Volume 1. Honestly, I thought the show was okay. Gotta be honest, Voyager's not really up there for me. I like it, but it's not something I'm... Ooh, Voyager! It's not Deep Space Nine or OG for me. That being said, still a good show, and given some of the stuff that's happened recently, glad that I have this, given that it has been canceled, it has been pulled from Paramount Plus, meaning your only way to watch this. So if you are a Star Trek fan, if you are a Voyager fan, and if you're an animation fan, you should probably find a way to get this. And I believe I have heard that we are getting a Season 1 Volume 2 physical release. It's got the remaining episodes, so yay. Doctor Who Series 11. This is the first season with Jodie Whittaker. I believe I did say this in another video. Jodie Whittaker is great as the Doctor. I've enjoyed her. She's done her good job. The problem is everything else. At the end of Peter Capaldi's run, that was the end of the time for those showrunners, the writers, and some of the other producers on the show. And they hired a completely new cast. This did not feel like Doctor Who to me. This felt like Doctor Who fan fiction almost. And I know that there's quite a few specials and the last season had fewer episodes. So part of me is planning to tough it up and stick through the rest of the season, through the Jodie Whittaker run. I'm going to be honest, sorry Whovians, but I'm probably going to trash this show. Duck Dodgers, the complete series. Yes, I watched all 39 episodes through the month. I gotta say I enjoyed it. It was cool seeing this in high def. I wish it had sold more because I personally would like to see more Looney Tunes shows get HD releases. But it is what it is. Still enjoyed it. Love the opening where it says Daffy Duck is playing Duck Dodgers and Porky's playing the Space Cadet. I thought that stuff was really cool. And sticking with Looney Tunes, I got Reality Check. This is the Flash animation that was done in the early 2000s when they brought it back in time to promote Looney Tunes Back in Action. This is the first of 2 DVDs that have some of those shorts. Honestly, the shorts had the spirit of the Looney Tunes, but It's weird given that I'm always complaining about runtimes with stuff. These shorts should have been longer. I think the longest one was probably 4 minutes. On to the movies. All right, you're probably going to see this DVD again for what I watched during July because I have yet to watch Resurrection again, but I did watch Juice. Great movie, enjoyed it. I can't say too much given that I think I was like 7 when Tupac died, but I feel like Tupac is almost underrated as an actor because of how few movie roles he got to do before he died. So Juice is great. Highly recommend it. It does have a 4K release, so definitely get that 4K if you can. Alright, I know I've shown this before, but sometimes I need something quick to watch, just to like save time, that sort of thing. So I had this on while I was doing some projects. Again, still enjoy the movie. I just don't think we need Superman's origin story anymore. James Gunn, when you make Legacy, we do not need Superman's origin story. I think I've seen it 4 times over the past few years with other Superman stories. Happy Feet and Happy Feet 2 rebought this after giving my copy away to a friend. They're alright. The Big Lebowski. I recently bought this digibook at a flea market in my area, and I have to say, Coen Brothers are still great at what they do. If I remember correctly, one of them is supposed to be releasing a movie this year, so I may or may not do a ranking video for my favorite Coen Brothers movies. Bloody Homecoming. This movie sucks. When they get to the part where the killer's revealed, it doesn't make sense. And the acting is horrible. I got this at Dollar Tree and I kind of want my money back. Doctor Who, Shudder. This was an unfinished story written by Douglas Adams. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Douglas Adams. So, there is another version on here that has all animation, but the version that I watched was the one where they kind of went back and forth, and it felt a little weird. And out of the older Doctors, Tom Baker and William Hartnell are probably the only 2 I really watch regularly, or I don't want to say regularly, but comparatively, those are the 2 I watch the most. And you can definitely tell when they switched over to the animation that Tom Baker has aged a little bit because his voice is a lot deeper in the animated stuff. Wish they would have done a little bit. They could have done some stuff to like pitch the voice to make it match a little better. Just my thoughts. Not bad. Nice little addition for the Doctor Who collection. If you're a Whovian, definitely recommend it. If you're not a Whovian, I don't think I can recommend it. Ophelia. I picked this up at Big Lots. It was either $2.99 or $3.99, something like that. I enjoyed this movie. This is good. And for anyone that has only seen Daisy Ridley in post-Star Wars stuff, I believe this was done before Star Wars. I could be wrong. Anyway, definitely recommend checking this out. It was a good movie. VHS 99. Alright, I do want to clarify now, with this being added to the collection, I've got Kids vs. Aliens coming in soon. When VHS 85 comes out, I will be doing an updated VHS ranking series to include 99 and Kids vs. Aliens. Overall, it was a good movie. I was not expecting this to be good because We kept hearing about VHS 85 when they were promoting 94. And then this comes out. It's like, I don't know how to feel about this. But it was good. I do wish that the scenes they had in between were better matching for what they usually do. But overall, still good. Still had fun with it. Still had some cool stuff with it. Fear. I bought this off of Groove a while back. I just wanted something a little bit darker to watch one night, and this was the movie I picked because it had the shortest runtime. Pretty good movie. Relic. Again, got this at Big Lots. I didn't like this one. And for the longest time, I was definitely championing. I don't think that's a word, but anyway. I loved IFC Midnight stuff. IFC Midnight material was what got me back into watching indie horror after not really watching it for a while. And this movie's not good. I don't know what else to say. Hopefully one day IFC Midnight can get back into what they were doing before, but that just won't it. Infidel. So I got this at a discount place because I was over there and they had movies and this was $4. I like Jim Caviezel. Person of Interest is my favorite TV show, but I couldn't really get into this movie. I get it's based off a true story. I just could not get into it. The End of the Tour. Picked it up because it was an A24 thing. I know a little bit about the author that the movie's based off of, and I never really got into any of his work. Plus, I heard that behind the scenes, the guy was kind of a jerk. So, not having a huge connection to the author himself, I can't really say I got into this movie. The performances were good, don't get me wrong. A24 always knocks it out of the park with that, but not a movie I'm going to be revisiting anytime soon. Justice League, The New Frontier. Alright, when I showed off my Looney Tunes collection, I showed this one off because there's a scene where Martian Manhunter turns into Bugs Bunny for a minute. And since I had it, I was like, you know what, I'm going to rewatch this. Fun movie. If you're an animated fan, if you're a Justice League fan, definitely recommend checking this out. The Ultimate Gangsters Collection. Again, pulled this out when I was doing the Looney Tunes collection video. Pin comment down below for some of the stuff I have mentioned. And I watched Little Caesar, The Public Enemy, and The Petrified Forest. Petrified Forest has a pre-Casablanca Humphrey Bogart who just steals the show when he's just sitting there drinking and belittling his people. Humphrey Bogart did very little and still managed to steal the show in his role with that one. The Public Enemy and Little Caesar, both very good movies. Highly recommend checking them out. If you can find this box set, it's pretty cheap. You get 4 movies, you get a documentary. So if you're a fan of like old school gangster movies from like the 30s, yeah, because all of these are from the 30s except for White Heat, which was made in 1949. Definitely recommend it. And we're going to wrap it up with, on my Shrek box set, I watched Shrek and the first Puss in Boots. And there's a bonus disc that has the first 5 episodes of the Puss in Boots Netflix animated series to remind myself of everything, get a little refresher before watching Puss in Boots The Last Wish. Alright, the first Shrek is a classic. There's no arguing that. However, the first Puss in Boots movie it's okay. I don't know what else to say. It's alright. Puss in Boots The Last Wish might be my second favorite movie in the Shrek franchise. I might need to rewatch Shrek 2 to confirm what I am saying. But The Last Wish was amazing. I'm kind of kicking myself over not seeing this one in theaters now. Like, it was really good. And the fact that I'm saying it's like the second best thing to the first Shrek movie, I feel like I'm almost overhyping it. But if you're a fan of the Shrek franchise and you haven't seen Puss in Boots The Last Wish yet, definitely check it out. Highly recommend it. Alright, as far as the rest of the week goes, I will be doing a ranking video for my top 5 movies of 2023 so far, my most anticipated 2023 movies for the rest of the year, and there may or may not be 1 or 2 more list videos for the first half of 2023. And as always, if you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. You like what you see, leave a thumbs up, comment down below. What did you watch during the month of June? But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all for watching and tune in next time.